Hey everyone, how are you doing? This won't be that long of a chat because the internet is having problems. I'm canceling service with AT&T because they've been garbage. So hopefully we don't get knocked out of the feed. So I just thought I would take some time and hang out with you guys, fill you in on what's going on and stuff like that. Well, I boot up the PC here so I can see what you guys are actually saying. Did I say PC? I meant the Mac. Hopefully we have internet connection here. I want to be able to see what you guys are saying. The iPad will not work because the Wi-Fi is down. So give me 1 second. And I'll set it up and then we'll start. And I'll set it up and then we'll start. All right. So, I hope you're all doing well. I'm on. Hey Mandy, how you doing? Thomas, what's going on? I'm surviving. Speedy, what's up? Super Yellow Tang, hey buddy, what's going on? Known Reefer, hey Steve. Dave, what's up, dude? I'll fill you in. Coffee, Dave. So, let's just start with the basics. So, I figured I'd just hang out with you guys. The phone is going to die. That's what I'm filming with. We're in the studio, by the way. Don't forget to check out my other channel where I've been getting into a lot more guitar playing, dusting off the guitars. It's just simply called Steve Rotter. Link in the video description below. So I've got about maybe 20 minutes of chatting with you guys before this phone probably dies. I hope you're all doing well. First and foremost, rotter2brief.com. That website will be going away in 3 or 4 months. I haven't been keeping up with it. It's not getting the traffic I wanted. I tried for about a year and a half. And it costs money, which I don't have. So that's going to go away. What has been getting a lot of hits is the Saltwater Aquarium Facebook page, which is awesome. We've got over 500 members. Everyone's been awesome at helping each other out. I really appreciate that. And of course, this YouTube channel here. Let me see if we're still streaming. Oops. I think we're still streaming. I got a battery low warning. Hey Ken, yep. Oh, look at that. I knocked it off the tripod. So, I hope the feed didn't die. So, anyway, the website, rotter2brief.com, is going away. Maybe I'll do another live stream in a little bit after I charge my phone. I just wanted to touch base with you guys and let you know what's going on. Rotter2brief is going away.com. The Facebook page, link in the video description for Saltwater Aquarium Care, is doing really well. There's over 500 members. I don't know if you caught that in the live feed or not. I'm in the studio. Check out my other channel, Steve Rotter, with guitar playing. Trying to do a video every week. It's been rough. What else is going on? We'll answer some questions. Compy, what's going on? Gabe's, Reef in Tampa. You're still here. Great. Ken, yes. So check out my other channel with the guitar playing. I think you guys will really like it. I'm trying to get back into that, trying to find time. I used to play for hours a day. So Steve Rotter channel will simply be, and steverotter.com, guitars and photography, mainly guitars. What else is going on? On the home front, you may remember that video I did a while ago on potential divorce. It got worse, right? So that's all I want to talk about for now. A lot of personal things going on, a lot of bad things going on. That's why one reason I haven't been doing these videos as much. Billy, what's up, dude? So, yeah, so that's been, like, depressing and whatever. I don't feel like doing much of anything. I'm trying to get out of that little rut, big rut, trying to figure out what's going to happen and whatever. So, anyway, I hope your reefs are doing well. Just wanted to touch base with you guys, fill you in on some stuff. What's the best place to purchase acrylic glass to build an aquarium? What I would do, low-key Lee, is go online like I did and do a search for acrylic glass. You could also go to Home Depot. They'll cut it to size, which is great at no charge. So you could do that. Why not? I would never build an aquarium because I don't trust myself. A few have tried and there have been catastrophes. Me personally, would leave it to the professionals. Thanks, Anthony. Mandy, I'm not sure on the bryopsis, but posting here, I'm sure someone will help you with that. Or go to the Facebook page and post it, the Rotter 2 Brief Facebook page. You're going to get a ton of answers that way. Hey, Dave's Nanotank. Billy Pipes, what's up? I haven't seen you in so long. The 300 white with the blue says white's the same. Was told that I need red LEDs in the lights. Are they okay for corals? Do they need better? Corals, corals thrive with the blue, the actinic lights. The reds I would stay away from because, correct me if I'm wrong, someone, but I think that promotes, yeah, it does promote algae. So you want to use the reds mainly in like a refugium. So in a tank, you want to use the blues and the whites. Is it hard to build an aquarium on your own, Thomas? Yeah, I wouldn't trust myself with it. I do DIY, but not things like that. It's hot, but it's really good. Yeah, people have videos on it. Dave's got a video on building the aquarium. So how are your reefs doing, you guys? Don't forget to check the links in all my video descriptions, and I pin a comment on all the gear that I use. And I did it mainly so you can have like an idea of what I use, and you can go to Amazon, and Amazon is great. That's where I get all my stuff. Amazon will give you suggestions like, hey, well, how about this? So you can go around and shop, and if you don't like what I'm using, they'll give you suggestions based on what you've looked at previously and what would be the best for you. That's why I like Amazon so much. And then, of course, there's the reviews, so you can read them. Haven't seen you guys in so long. Like Billy Pipes, hope you're doing well. I have been so busy, I haven't been checking out anyone's channels. I apologize. Well, I take that back. A handful of channels here and there I do. I just don't comment too much. I just briefly check them out and then move on. And I've been watching a lot more guitar playing channels and stuff like that. Because like I said, I'm really getting back into guitar, and that's what the Steve Rotter channel is. Video description has a link to that other channel. Compy, great to see you, man. Mike Lemming, dude, where you been? I gotta check to see if you're still thriving with your channel. Ken, thanks for the help with the quarantine videos. Just Amazon took my first fish out of QT this morning. One more to go, but still have 3 weeks. Good. Very good. Steve, you can do a collab with Steve from Boston. Who's Steve from Boston? Mike Lemming, what's up, dude? You know what? I don't know if you guys caught this. I'm doing all right, you know. The home front is not too good. Looking at separation, well, we are right now. That's all I'm going to say right now. It's been bad for a while. Doing more guitar playing. Oh, Steve from Boston, a guitar guy on YouTube. Oh, okay, Mike, I'll touch base with you later. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, so, yeah, I've got a drummer and a couple vocalists, and my brother's going to sing. I'm going to have, my plan is to have musicians in the studio because I want to surround myself. I have to surround myself with creative people or I'll shrivel up and die, almost literally. And it's true for me. I have to be active in that way in the creative areas, which is one reason I keep doing YouTube, hanging out with you guys, teaching you what I know. Just thriving with creative people. I want to have some metal bands come in here and record and just do like guitar playthroughs. Just need to surround myself with creative, like-minded people. That feeds me. Dave's Nanotanks. Playing guitar has always been a great outlet for me. Me too, except when you can't play as clean as you want, right? And then you throw the guitar through the ceiling and then you have to buy another guitar. So, yeah. So that's the exception. What else can I tell you guys? So my tank still has no sand bed. I have just some star polyps on one of the rocks, about 4 inches by 4 inches, and that's it. I don't care about taking care of the corals. Just to be honest, with everything going on, I'm just not in the mood. I have to be honest about this. The fish are doing great. Water looks great. I'm gonna take out my phosphate reactor today, and I'm gonna put in the other protein skimmer. So I'll have 2 protein skimmers because I have a Rubbermaid tub as a DIY sump connected with a 1-inch PVC pipe to my eShop's 20-gallon, I believe, sump. I drilled a hole in that one and I connected them with PVC, so the flow is always going to be the same. So I've got about 40-gallon sump from my 125-gallon saltwater tank. I have a eShop's S250, I think, protein skimmer, and that's going to stay in there, of course. And I'm going to put my 300-gallon skimmer, protein skimmer, in my Rubbermaid container DIY sump. Get rid of that phosphate reactor, whatever. I'll just have 2 protein skimmers going. Oh, good, Mandy. Yeah, I remember he plays. Tristan's Reef. I always wanted to learn how to play Spanish guitar. Me too. Hey, Dino, what's up, man? So, yeah, check out my other channel, and I'll give some guitar lessons geared towards, like, the basics. I'm certainly not the best guitar player on YouTube, but, you know, that I hold my own, and I'm going to have my channel geared towards the basics for a guitar player. And I'm self-taught, and I play by ear, and I used to know theory, and it started driving me crazy because, I'm getting off topic, if it didn't fit theory, then I didn't want to play it, even though it sounded great. And I took some of my music to some high-caliber studio musicians, and I said, what is this chord? What is this phrasing? And they said, I don't know, but it sounds great. So that drove me crazy because I wasn't using writing and music theory to write music. I was using my ear. And if it sounds good, it is good. So just leave it at that. I don't care. I just want to have fun. I don't care. Music theory and all that stuff, it just takes so much time to do, and I decided I'm just not going to do it. I don't have the time or the patience anymore. So I'm just going to play guitar and have fun and put it on that other channel, Steve Rotter. Oh yeah, the biopellet reactor, Dino, that has been gone for months. I tried it for 7-8 months, didn't do anything. It's gone. Biopellet reactors never worked in my tank, unfortunately, so I'm never going back to it again. Compy, congratulations. Keep me posted on that. I play a classic Fender jazz bass, and I also play drums for several bands. Bronx Reefer. That's so awesome, dude. Do you have a YouTube channel? What you should do is just set up your iPhone in the practice space and go for it. A lot of people love that stuff. In fact, I was talking to my cousin last night. He's going through some really rough issues with home life as well, divorce. And we were talking about music. He's a phenomenal drummer, and I told him he should just set up his phone and just go for it. Just live. People love that stuff. Yeah, Mandy, thanks for asking about Jack. You know what? He's doing a slow decline. He's doing all right, but he's doing a slow decline. I haven't been getting much sleep for obvious reasons, but then again, because of Jack too, he won't stop walking all over the bed, and he sleeps with me, and every 90 minutes he's got to get up. He's kissing me, he's whining, he's crying, he's got to go outside every 90 minutes, so I don't get more than 90 minutes sleep at a time, so I've been just torn up mentally, and I put him in the kitchen, and he cries and he howls, so he wants to be with Daddy, so he's got to be in the bed. Then he gets up an hour later because he's got to eat at 3 in the morning. He's just, yeah, he's not doing the best, but he's still doing all right. Thanks for asking. You know, Anthony, that's a good thing with the Hang On Refugium. How big is your tank? Because you know what? My brother has a 75-gallon, and he's got a reefer guy over at his house now from a local reef store, and he's looking at putting in a refugium in his tank. I can't remember the percentage, but you've got to have, what is it, like at least, you got to have a big refugium. Like a little hang on the back isn't going to do anything unless you want to just house like amphipods to feed your fish or your mandarin goby. So Scott from Mile High Reefers will know more about this because he's got a huge refugium, I believe, or at least he did. So you want to have like a third the size of your aquarium. So if you got like a 100-gallon aquarium, you want to have like at least a 30-gallon refugium. You know, a lot of people say this. The really big reefers have said this. Just having like a little size refugium isn't going to do anything. It's not going to lower your nitrates. And my brother's tank it's been out of control with nitrates. And I'm like, dude, sugar dosing, man. 1 teaspoon of sugar for every 60 gallons of salt water a day. Within a week, you have to have a protein skimmer to do it. Within a week, your nitrates are going to be close to 0. He's like, well, you know, no, there's not no, you know. He's like, well, maybe I'll try it. I'm like, you're not doing it every day. So he wants to put this little tiny refugium in his 10-gallon sump or 15-gallon sump. It's not going to do anything. It's just going to house the amphipods and catch fish waste and be a nitrate factory. You know, Dino, that's a good thing. I've been thinking about the Regal Blue Tang, and I think I'm not going to have any coral anymore. So I may not even quarantine him. I'm just going to get him, and I'll probably just put him in. Because guess what? Because I only have rock, I can dose cupramine in my display tank. So if there's an ick outbreak, because I'm not going to quarantine him, I just throw him in the display tank. I can put cupramine in my display tank because there's no inverts at all, and there's no coral. So I could do that. So my display tank is like a huge quarantine tank, if you will. I have fish only with rock, no sand even. So I could do that. And no, the cupramine copper will not destroy the beneficial bacteria that's used to break down ammonia, which will kill your fish. Ammonia comes from fish waste and uneaten food and all that stuff. Wow, Mandy, you're crazy. 4 reefs and 2 yeah, you're out of control. You need to do something. Yeah, Dave, you're right. But you know what? I don't plan on going back to coral. I don't. And I'll start with like a small, cheap frog spawn frag. And if it passes away, it passes away. But you know what? I'm not looking to do that for quite a long time, if ever. I love the corals. I really do. But I'm not doing it. In fact, what I think I'm going to do is when my larger fish, whenever they pass away, I'm not going to replace them with larger fish. I want to have like, I'm going to have a clown, it's going to be a clown tank. But because of the like impending divorce, I don't know what's going to go on. I don't know if I'm going to be here. I certainly don't want to, you know, drain the tank and move it somewhere else. And just, I don't want to deal with that. I would have enough stuff to move if I'm going to get out of this house. So, but anyway, that's besides the point. I love clowns so much. The fish, that is, and regular clowns, especially the creepy ones. They don't bother me. I'm gonna have an all clown tank. That's what I want, like 10 clowns, sweet, in the 125-gallon tank. That's what I want to do. Okay, hermit crabs are good, Anthony, with the copper. That's good. And Mandy, you've got an empty tank that is waiting to be. You have problems. I could never have more. I tried to. Remember, I tried to do like a couple years ago or whatever, the 125-gallon tank and the 45-gallon JBJ tank. I loved that 45-gallon, but man, it was too much to take care of. It was taking away from my enjoyment because I'd rather have just the one tank. And I don't have much filtration anymore. I almost wanted to buy like a really expensive sump with the chambers and the stuff. I just use a rotor tube coming off one of the returns with filter in it, filter floss and foam to catch the debris. And in the other sump, I have nothing. But I'm going to put the second protein skimmer in there probably today. So I have just 2 protein skimmers and a rotor tube with filter floss in it. And no sand bed. It's good. Hey Chris, good to see you too. Hey Rossi's Corals, what's up? What's up everybody? I missed you guys a lot. So watch the video from the beginning so you can get filled in on what's going on with the channel and everything. What I've been up to lately is mainly trying to, get back into guitar playing, basic guitar lessons for newbies and everything on my other channel, which is simply called Steve Rotter. And there's a link to that and my other channels in the video description below, along with all the gear that I use for saltwater aquarium hobby and where I get it, which is always Amazon. I love Amazon. It's so awesome. Mitch, what's up? What's up, Doc? How you guys all been? It's really good to see you. Man, I should be closer to this camera probably. Hopefully my phone doesn't die soon. I don't have much percentage left, but I wanted to chat with you guys. Yeah, I may get the Regal Blue Tang. I might just throw one in. But I thought about downgrading the tank, to like a 45-gallon or something and just keeping my clowns in there. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It depends on what happens in this current life situation. We'll see. I'll always have a tank. I just don't know if I want... This 125-gallon is 6 feet long, and it's perfect size. Perfect. But when the bigger fish go, I'm not getting any larger fish again. I just want to have like a really sweet tank with clowns. I've always wanted a clown tank. I've never had any aggression. I had 6 clowns in this one tank, and I introduced them at different times. Never an issue. One of them unfortunately passed away. He got into the overflow, and I couldn't find him. And usually I can get him out, but he was just kind of floating in there. So that was like a year ago. So never any aggression with him or the others. They've been great. They swim together and all that stuff. Awesome, Mitch. That's a great idea. See, it's stuff like that. Bubble algae, the emerald crabs, they take care of the bubble algae really well, whoever has that problem. But I've heard that they can go after corals too. They can also topple over your corals, so look out for that. I've heard that the emerald crabs will go over, will eat, like if you have frog spawn or I can't even think, hammer coral. Hey Doc, 11,000 subs, fishy channel. Is that, you talking about me? I don't know. Why I only have 11,000 subs? Because I'm not a girl in my 20s, that's why. I'm not a girl. Sex sells. Yeah, Dino, I believe that is the dimension of my tank. Hey Kitty, what's going on? So, am I still filming? I don't know if my phone died or not. Yeah, I am. Okay, good. So Mitch, what I have for power heads, I have a Hydor 75. I don't remember, but I've got a Hydor on the left side of the tank. I have a Vortec MP40 on the right side. And I have another Hydor on the right side pointing, it's closer to the bottom, so it blows all the waste and detritus and uneaten food up off the floor. And since there's no sand bed, it really blows it off, and then it goes up. The other power head blows it away, and it gets taken to the surface, and it's gone. So that's one benefit of having no sand bed. And I go to my brother's house, and I see his tank, the 75-gallon, and it's gorgeous. I should have done video last night, but I wasn't in the mood, but I'll do it soon. His water's crystal clear. He's got the sand bed. His corals are thriving. I taught him the hobby, and he's really doing well with it, and he's great. Now I look at mine, and it's like no sand bed, no corals, just rock. It's like, you know, but I enjoy it. It looks a little boring sometimes, you know. It's really basic. It's just rock and fish. But I enjoy the fish. It's just the aquarium, it doesn't look lush with a sand bed. It doesn't look like an ocean bed, right? I just don't have the money or the time to invest in all that right now. And plus there's more maintenance when you've got the sand, because you got to vacuum the top of the bed more. Stuff gets caught in the sand bed. So if I go back to a sand bed, I'll have a deeper sand bed, and I'm not going to touch it. It'll be at least 3 inches deep, but maybe 4 inches. But the problem with that then is I have less swimming space for my fish. When I removed the sand bed, they had like 2 to 3 more inches of swim space, and they get right down along the glass and they glide, and it's great. I do have star polyps still. So as far as tanks go, I've never been a fan of the higher, taller aquariums, because you gotta stick your arm in and you're getting up to the armpit, and it's just difficult. And I would rather have a longer tank, because fish swim from left to right. They do go up and down, but in the ocean they're not going up and down and up and down. They're going left to right all day.